Hey everyone, welcome to On the Rocks. I'm your trail guide, Claudia Faust. Every week I'll take you on a new adventure as I check hikes, waterfalls, and other outdoor activities off of my Arizona bucket list. Today we're heading to Sedona. The hike of the day is Chapel Trail to Broken Arrow Trail to Mystic Trail. Try saying that 5 times fast. To do this loop, we had a couple of options for parking, but we found a really good spot by the chapel, which is a great place to start, but you can park at Mystic Trail if needed, but this was a nice view. The chapel is a popular destination in Sedona, but I didn't know that there was actually a trailhead right off the hill to the upper parking lot. Altogether, the hike comes out to be 3.8 miles with a 442-foot elevation gain. First, we're starting at Chapel Trail, and then we're gonna hit 2 more trails to complete the loop, so let's go. This is why everybody who passes us says, "Who's walking who?" I really didn't know what to expect from this hike because it seems that the more heavily trafficked Sedona hikes are on the other side of the valley, but it turns out that's exactly what makes this trail stand out. One of the things that's really nice about this hike is that you get to see so many of Sedona's staple signature sites, which right over there you can see Bell Rock, then you can see the cathedrals, and then obviously the chapel. Honestly, I thought the rocks on this hike were even more red than some of the more popular trails. Not only that, the plants seemed to thrive along the trail. I even found myself wondering at times if someone had actually planted the cacti along the path. It sounds silly, but I promise you'll understand where I'm coming from once you head out to this loop. At this point in the trail, we encountered a lot of people just hanging out on the rocks and taking in the scenery. This is also a good time to remind you to occasionally look at your All Trails app to make sure you're on track. Like most hikes, it's really easy to get distracted and drawn in different directions by the view, but so far so good. Broken Arrow Trail, here we come. What I didn't know, and you now will, is that this is actually an off-roading path. My car, I don't know if it could do it, but there's a bunch of 4Runners and Jeeps and all that, so you will be hiking along some cars. We spent a decent amount of time on the off-roading path, which Mia seemed to love, but I'm a terrible trail guide today. Don't do what we're doing. If you ended up on the dirt path with the trucks, wrong way. Use the All Trails app, stay on the trail. Going the wrong way sounds so bad. Going the wrong way actually turned out to be more fun. It was really cool to see all the tricked out trucks off-roading. We even met a couple that brought their Jeep up for the first time, and it makes sense. This kind of looks like the perfect place for a Jeep commercial. Good news, we found our way back to the trail. In addition to trucks, there were also plenty of mountain bikers also enjoying this awesome destination. Here the scenery began to change as we were rounding the mountain. After a lot of hiking in the sun, we were greeted by some shade, which is always nice to come across in the desert. This being a loop, you really get to see every single part of Sedona while getting some really great exercise. And hey, Mystic Trail, we made it, and this part is actually really quick. If you come to Sedona, this hike is an absolute must. It was so much fun, and since it's a loop, you got views of absolutely everything that you want to see when you come to Sedona, but you have to download that All Trails app because we did get lost a few times, but even getting lost was totally worth it. I hope to see you out here on the rocks.